Hello, and thank you for joining us at Privacy Test Driver for Getting Started in Business, 7 Benefits for Business. It's been said people know what they should do, but come with excuses to not do it. It's hard, it's complicated. I'm too busy, it's too expensive. Someone else will do it. So, why should you do it? Why do you lock your door? What do you really care about? What's important to you? What is valuable to you? It's important to you and your business to secure your computers because you value not just the computers, but the information that's on the computers. And the value is not the information itself, it's what it represents. Your intellectual property, your product, your customers, your business advantage. Implementing privacy controls increases trust in you. Customers trust you. They'll have recurring sales. You'll have employee retention and repeat buyers. Privacy Made Positive, study by Securus and Llewellyn Consulting in summer of 2020, 84% of consumers care not only about their own privacy, but also the privacy of others, and want control over how that information is used. 69%, so over 2/3, would spend their money with a company that demonstrates good ethics and privacy policies. 86% said they'd be more loyal. 88% said they're more willing to share personal information when asked for marketing purposes. 75% of consumers say they would consider not buying from a company with poor ethics and privacy controls. 65% did stop buying. Business to business. Vendors trust you. You become a favorite customer of theirs. You get better prices, and they're more willing to work with you. And employees trust you. They want to work for you. So there's improved productivity and better employee retention. You also gain internal transparency of business flow by analyzing where the information is and where it goes. It helps you clarify your flow, your business flow. And your current flow might not be what you expect. You might find bottlenecks. You might find areas where you're not following policy. So you can evaluate what you find and revise it for not only better privacy, but better efficiency. This improved business flow also brings with it better cooperation and collaboration between security, operations, and management, so you can pivot for rapid product revision. Better earlier security, where it's easier and less expensive to fix it in coding than it is to revise and call back a product. And it crushes cross-silo confusion, again increasing efficiency. If everyone understands the problem, they can see how they affect it and how they can contribute. Different levels and different points of view may help you see something, may help you notice the importance of something that may otherwise have been misinterpreted or missed. And you can avoid being that headline. You can mitigate security breach damage, avoid fines and lawsuits, avoid reputation damage and loss of sales. And you can turn your headline into a success story. Instead of damaging fines, you could have a better quarterly earning than expected. privacy is a part of ethics, and integrity is having strong ethics that are followed at all times. There is a global business advantage to having integrity and better privacy. This study, Privacy Made Positive by Securus and Llewellyn Consulting in summer 2020, found that 70% of firms with a strong privacy framework cite a competitive business advantage and improved company attractiveness. 50% of respondents said that their returns in business are more than double what they spend in privacy, and 33% at least break even. You also project confidence, stability, and security. Peace of mind is priceless. When you evaluate and implement privacy, you empower management ownership of the business flow. You grow your leadership. And you have an understandable translation between technical controls to business practices. Implementing or improving privacy controls leads to better security controls. Adaptation of good best practices leads to good habits. And evaluation leads to an awareness of gaps for mitigation of those problems. Learn from the past, but work to shape your future. If only it were that easy. Some common management mistakes are focusing on the tool and not the concept. You find a solution that looks good, and then try to make the problem fit the solution. But that's a solution looking for a problem, not a solution fixing a problem. Thinking security is privacy. Security controls implement privacy. Protection is security and privacy. Focusing on procedures and not policy. You can't see the forest for the trees. You're staring at the concrete thing that you are in the middle of doing that's right in front of your nose. You're missing the bigger picture. Procedure defines actions, but those actions are an implementation of policy. Policy defines the business. One and done. Run a test, get results, fix what you find, declare yourself safe forever. But privacy is a continuous process, not fire and forget. You need to adapt not only to the challenges of the past, but to future ones. Complication makes it more private. Nope. Lots of policies and procedures looking busy. The appearance of doing work, the appearance of doing action, the appearance of being in control of the situation may actually be very ineffective and a waste of your time and resources. Policies for the sake of policies, I'm doing something. There may be too many policies and procedures to understand and consistently use them. Being overwhelmed leads to panic and zoning out. Or, if you do try to follow all of them, death by 1,000 paper cuts. Sometimes it's not really what you think it is. Don't let those assumptions sit in silence. Information should be protected from public scrutiny, unless you're deliberately choosing it to be public information. Keep safe the individuality of your company, your business advantage. So privacy is caring, privacy is valuing. the magic bullet. There is no easy button for privacy. No single tool guarantees either privacy or security. Don't be hooked by, ooh, shiny. It's about the people, not the tools. Spend money on training for the tools you have. Train your people to be aware of potential privacy breaches and pitfalls. Have recurring training, but make it fun. And everyone fights. Everyone counts. Active participation is necessary from the janitor up to the CEO. It is not an IT problem. Don't have silo or turf wars. There are consequences to everyone, so there should be participation from everyone. One and done. I'm done. Check. Audit done. But audits are recurring. I fixed it. It will never come back again. No one cleans the internet. Once malware is out there, it's out there. And if it's a misconfiguration, it may be that something that they're going to be misconfiguring because they don't have the training to do it correctly. So, yeah, it can come back again. So, it really needs to be a process of continuous improvement, a feedback loop. As they say, implement DevSecOps. Shift it left. Be iterative. Make it a process. If you throw a lot of money into it, it'll solve the problem. Expensive is premium. It's the good stuff. But expensive does not mean effective. And if it is, it might not work well for you. It might not be your right tool. Proactive privacy is not as expensive as damage control. So, if you imagine a bathroom whose walls are armor-plated, but transparent, you're secure but have no privacy. So, there are things you want to keep safe from harm and unauthorized use, things you don't want to share. Privacy tells you what to protect, and security are the steps you take to protect it. And it can be hard. There's no magic pill. There's no perfect privacy. You have to find a balance. So let's look into some tactics that you can change into habits. If you do something, and you do something a lot, it will become a habit. How did you learn to drive? Play a sport? Even walk and talk? People are not born with these. They're a skill that you learn and then you practice. But if you practice a flawed thing, if you practice the wrong way of doing it, then you're going to be really good at the wrong way of doing it. So practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Have the willpower to act. If you don't act, nothing will change. So, know your environment and know yourself. Your current skills are not a limitation. They're a starting point. Consider what information is being gathered. Who needs to know the information? And its lifespan. How long is it being used? Once you're done using it, can you get rid of it, or are you required to keep it around and archive? If you are archiving it, don't have it in a live system where it can be used and accessed. Keep it off, keep it archived, get it gone. And when you're done with it and no longer have any reason to keep it, delete it. Get it gone. So don't keep using old habits when they no longer serve you. Use best practices. Use them consistently. Make new habits. Make them good habits. Do perfect practice. What if? If you give up a bit of freedom to gain a bit of security, you deserve neither. Ben Franklin. But what if you need a service that requires information? But you don't treat it with respect? There is value in the information. That's why you wanted it. That's why criminals want it. So treat it like it is valued. And take care of it. And remember, ethics, the choices you make when no one's watching, the habits that you have when it's just you. This is what will shape what you have to deal with for privacy. Do you have to work hard at it because it's something that does not come naturally to you? Okay, get started. Is it something that comes naturally and you just need to learn how to implement it? Okay, you can learn that. But security, in particular cybersecurity, is only part of it. So remember that privacy is larger than security. And ethics is your framework for how you treat both of them. Some good first steps would be securing your email with a good password, because this is the keys to the kingdom. All of your account resets go to your email. Most places have a pattern to usernames. So if they can get to somewhere and they can use your username, they can force an account reset. It goes to your email. Then it doesn't matter if they know the password to that particular place. They can change it, and now they've got it and you don't. So a good password is a long password, but more importantly, it's unique. Every single place that you log in, every single place that you have a password, that should be just for that place. So that can be an awful lot of passwords if you stop and think about all the places you visit in your day or in your week. So you may consider a password manager to help you not reuse passwords, to help you remember the passwords. A better way would be using multi-factor authentication. Multiple ways of authenticating or proving that you are the genuine you. There's something you know, or your password. There's something you have, like a YubiKey or a smart security card, or your cell phone. There's something you do, like your pattern of keystrokes, like a signature. There's something you are, like facial recognition, retinal scanning, or your fingerprint. And now, there's somewhere you are. If you're supposed to be working in Chicago, then you should not be logging in from Shanghai. If you're supposed to be working in Wuhan, then you should not be logging in from London. And do not advertise your information. Keep your professional separate from your personal. You should not be using your professional for places that are not a business use. You should not be spreading that where more people can see it. And if you do comment in your personal area, if you do have approved social media use, then be mindful of what you say. Don't use specific names. Don't use specific details. And don't blindly give away your information. If there's cookie collection, what exactly are they keeping track of? How are they treating it? If it's your cookie collection policy, how are you treating it? And phishing. Think before you click the link. Thank you for joining us today at Privacy Test Driver. Please contact us if you have any questions or if you'd like more information or specific training. Thank you.